Okay, so I'll be going over all the components on the new BigBoost GTX800 turbo kit. This is for a N55 X-Drive vehicle. So we start off with the Garrett GTX 3582R. This is the turbo with its 0.83 AR turbine housing with a 3-inch V-band outlet. This is the downpipe with the 3-inch GT style V-band to pair the turbo with its two O2 sensor bunks. We have the engine mount bracket for the engine as it's an X-Drive vehicle. Intake pipe with its two pieces, so the lower S-type S-shaped intake pipe and the upper 45-degree intake pipe. The U-pipe for it, and as well as the diverter valve spacer and the connections to the U-pipe. So we have the 2.5 inch that goes from the turbo to the U-pipe, the 4 hose clamps, and the 45-degree hose and billet adapter that come down from the U-pipe into the intercooler. We have the 3 silicone couplers for the intake pipe. So we have the 4 to 3 inch from the turbo to the S-shaped intake pipe. We have the 3-inch connector from the S-style intake pipe to the 45-degree one. And we have the 3 to 3.5 inch reducer from the 45-degree intake pipe to the stock intake. We have all the hose clamps for it, so we have 6 hose clamps. One number 62 for the 4 to 3 inch reducer to the turbo. Number 48 for the 3 inch to the S-type. We have another 2 48s and another 48 from the 45 to the 3.5, and a 52 from the 3.5 to the intake. We have the coolant lines for the turbo. So we have the 2 banjos with the Ordicar clamps and the pressure clamp, constant pressure clamp for the engine block adapter. We have the 2 banjo bolts for crush washers, oil line. So we have the adapter to the block, stainless steel braided oil line, and as you can see here, the oil feeding to the GTX turbo. So this one has the restrictor built in it. We have the gasket for the oil drain, the 2 small head bolts for the oil drain, the aero-equipped hose for the oil drain with its 2 Ordicar clamps, the oil drain pipe, heat shield to the turbo outlet, so this goes onto the manifold, the bolt for the heat shield, 7mm nut to the manifold from the tight spaces that go in here, 3-inch V-bend clamp, and some stickers. Now we see the manifold in here. So we have the manifold with the wastegate port, and it's 4 locking nuts. We have now the dump tube from the wastegate to the wastegate exhaust, so it's an open dump system. We have the gasket, exhaust manifold gasket, which has both 2 cordons over it so it doesn't get crushed during shipping. And finally we have the coolant pipe. So we have the adapter that holds the coolant pipe to the engine block. This plate. This is the coolant pipe. The outlet for the turbo coolant, the rubber hose for the coolant pipe, so it's 3 hose clamps for it, so 1 hose clamp here, 1 hose clamp here, and 1 hose clamp here. And we have the elbow, which connects this reducer to the water pump, and the rubber hose to the elbow. I forgot to mention earlier, so we have also the wastegate. So this is a PT wastegate for the manifold, and we have all the hardware for the PT wastegate. So this is the whole kit.